Hi. Having started the process way back at the design brief and then moving through all the different phases from initial ideas and exploring different concepts and then trying out new things and refining ideas, we now arrive at the point where we have a workable solution both in AutoCAD and in Revit.
So from a starting point with a basic rough sketch of the floor layout, I recreated the footprint of the building in AutoCAD as shown here. I've set up a couple of layers, one for external walls and one for internal walls, and at this stage I have the external walls creating the shape of the floor plan and the internal walls to define the restrooms in the corner here. Using as a guide my list of essential elements and desirable elements, I took the layout to this stage where some of the main features have been added, such as the working surface for staff and large refrigerators and sinks, etc. And by the time I've reached this level of detail, I've been thinking harder about the exact placement of all the furniture and fittings and the movement of people round about the shop. I've increased the number of layers here to reflect the level of detail that's in this file. And I've included a key here to make the file easier to follow. This is of course only one of many different solutions, and although your solution is going to have the same footprint, the internal detail could and probably should be radically different from this. It's been a lot of fun playing about with the layout in Revit as well, and there's an infinite number of layouts and endless number of possibilities available to you in terms of fixtures and fittings and equipment you can get access to through Autodesk, Seek and the third-party vendors online. Let's take a look at some of the detail we've got in this solution. In this Revit file I've moved the restrooms over to this corner. I've put the coffee or flower preparation area around here with this semicircular counter. I've started the process here of adding specific pieces of furniture all over the place and added some decals to the outside for a finishing touch, as well as some street furniture here. What you should take away from this solution is not necessarily specifically how I've laid it out, but an appreciation of the fact that there's a huge number of possibilities available to you, both because of the access to a huge variety of ready-made online parts, models and assemblies, plus the fact that once brought in these things are easily manipulated and rescaled and repositioned. The only real limit to how much you can include and what you should include is your own imagination.
So with both of these solutions, the AutoCAD solution and the Revit solution, it's possible to see them as really open-ended and difficult to know exactly when you've reached a point where the solution is complete. One way to know for sure that it's time to stop is to refer back to your initial design brief and look at all the different specifications for what you were asked to create and see them as a checklist and work your way through and make sure that you've met each of these specifications. Once they've all been met, your solution is complete.